So we're here with Adam Robinson today, founder, CEO of retention.com. I'm a very big fan of Adam's. It's nice to talk to you for a few minutes here on social. He is doing something really unique as the founder. He's got basically running an OBM for the world, all disclosing all his financials for his company as it grows. And it's really exciting because you guys will get big sales in and you'll talk all about it and stuff. So I highly recommend just following Adam just because his content's really unique. But today, he's going to tell us a story about, mostly for business leaders and founders, about getting to the tipping point for a business. So Adam, take it away.
So Bobby, I'm going to tell you about the best day of my life. And it represents this tipping point for my business that I think was so well articulated by Gail Goodman, the founder of Constant Contact. She has this hour-long presentation that you can Google called The Slow Software as a Service March of Death. The slow SaaS march of death. And in it, she describes how hard it is to build a SaaS company, especially when you're selling $30 subscriptions, trying to pay salaries. And the main takeaway is there is no magic bullet, right? No one thing that you're going to do is actually going to like get you on this different trajectory than the S curve, right? Like banging your head against the wall, banging your head against the wall. Eventually, boom, everything works, right? Like no one thing's going to do that. However, you're at some point you get to where you're doing so many things that it's just happening, right? And this moment that I'm describing was that moment for me. So here's the setup. It was in March, maybe late February. It was a trade show called Grow LA. And if you're in the Shopify universe, you know this trade show, Grow. Greg runs it. He's this guy from Manchester. And Dr. Squatch was on stage with me. Like I had a speaking slot and you have to bring a customer on stage. Dr. Squatch is the most admired and storied brand in Shopify. They started and sold for $800 million in like 3 years. Super cool soap brand. Everyone loves them. Their ads are hilarious.
In like every conversation.
Yeah, ads are hilarious. Everyone wants to do everything they're doing, right? So since everyone wants to do everything there, chair taken, the whole back of the place line. And then this guy walks through the problem that he was trying to solve when he researched our product, the hesitations that he had, and the results that he had. So the thing about our product is it's very gray area. We resolve anonymous website traffic to deliverable emails without people filling out forms. Lots of red flags go up when I say that. I'm sure for everybody. How's it legal? How does it work? What do I send? It's going to hurt my brand, all this stuff. This guy answered all of those questions, and then he wrapped it all up by saying, I got 50x ROI in the first 90 days. Now, mind you, this is not going to apply to a normal brand who does not do whatever, how many hundreds of millions of revenue they do. So, but like, you know, we'll get you 5 or whatever. But like to have this guy in that position on stage saying those words, it was a surreal moment. Like I walked off and I was like, I probably would have paid $1 million 12 months ago to have this situation play out. And now I'm not even like working at it and like it's just happening, right?
Yeah.
And again, so like Grow NYC is in July, in 1 month from basically today. And the president of True Classic Teas, another one, you know, 9-figure brand in 24 months. They're absolutely dominant in the Shopify ecosystem. They're a disruptor in Facebook. Like this, the president's out there speaking at all these conferences. He's getting on stage with me, basically telling how we grew his list exponentially and he made $500K the last 30 days with our tools. Paid us $500, right? So this is a tipping point for me. I don't know. It's like, it's like I just can't believe that like the most worshipped brands in the ecosystem are not only our customers and our logos on our website, they're sitting on stage talking about these absolutely incredible outcomes that they've had with our tool, and everybody wants to know what they're doing. So everybody at the show will come and watch them. Like the hilarious thing about Dr. Squatch was the room emptied when poor Jimmy Kim from SendLane went up to speak afterwards. Right? Like he didn't have Dr. Squatch with him. They didn't care. You know, it's like this guy's just pitching his own product. Who gives a shit? Right? Like they want to know like tactically what like these best brands are doing. So anyway, I think that's
but it's probably the fact that you guys had your head down, focused on quality of the product and delivering on what you say and getting the clients comfortable with concerns that led to getting the right client.
There's absolutely
everything you can to make sure they're happy.
That's the point, right? Like finally enough, like it is everything that's going on brought this guy to us. Like I didn't have to harass him to get him on stage. I didn't have to chase him down to like get him to answer my phone call and like beg him and like reach or whatever. Like The CS rep was just like, hey man, you live in LA. Are you free on the whatever? And he's like,
Right.
yeah. And it just happened. And like, I could not, like, I literally thought that I was like dreaming the entire time. And then afterwards, we got a case study, super high quality case study with him, 2 cameras saying the same words. And like, it's on our homepage now. It's just like that for me. It's like, there's a few, like, if you were to have told me 2 years ago, been like, tell me what success for you would mean, that would be one milestone. Like a brand like that saying those words in front of that crowd. Another one is hitting 2 million MRR has been a goal of mine for like the last 7 years, right? We're like 1.6 now. Like put my financials up on mine. So I think my hope is that we'll get there by my birthday, which is November 10th. And then literally like 7 years ago in my mind, I'm like 2 million MRR, like I will not have another problem in the world if I can get my business. Like that's what you think, right? Because I was at 250K, right? Like you're like, if my business were like 10 times the size of this, like I would not be able to complain or care about anything. Like that is how, that is success, right? So it's right around the corner. Anyway, like, and this is the point I'm trying to make is like, I was so stuck 2 years ago, you know, like it was just not going anywhere. And like somehow, some way just kept throwing spaghetti against the wall, kept trying shit. And like the combination of everything that we were doing happened to lead us to be able to recognize these big Shopify stores were our best customers. And then it's like, okay, we can kind of keep bootstrapping this lifestyle business, or we can like literally go all in and try to create a category defining unicorn. So that's what happened.
That's what we're
doing right now. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. It's still early doors, but that's kind of it, man. That's the dream, I think. Right? It's like staying alive long enough to do something big, right? Like,
and then you get your breakthrough. You know, it's a big client that comes through, and you perform. Make sure you get all your attention, all hands on deck. Do everything you can for them, and then things start to snowball. Man, I mean, that's been a little bit like our experience too. We don't have everyone at big conferences shouting us out just yet, but that's my new goal. Okay,
dude, it's mimetic desire. You now know what you want.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like
that's
your peer taught you what you wanted.
Yeah, right. Cool, man. Well, thanks for joining. Again, this is Adam Robinson. Go check him out on LinkedIn. I'll link his stuff out. Check out retention.com, especially if you own a Shopify store and you want to drive more revenue through opportunities that are normally passed up. It's a very unique product that we would probably recommend. I got to get some more clients on it, man.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.